Every morning when I go to work, I enter a green building. The HVB Tower in Munich is one of the most modern, sustainable bank buildings in Europe. We have already reduced our CO2 consumption since 2008 by 50%, and we want to reduce that by more than 80% by the end of 2030. UniCredit is one of the largest European banks. We are operating in more than 20 countries and we are serving millions of clients in these countries. HVB is the German franchise of UniCredit Group and we have a history of more than 150 years in Germany. We have basically three pillars. We have the products and the services which serve sustainable ideas. We have our own activities to reduce the carbon footprint as an enterprise, and we do social impact banking, where we help to make social entrepreneurs to kick off their ideas.
Our social impact bank works on microcredit and impact financing and acts in two areas. The first one means supporting the companies that act for profit but that are focused on welfare sites and social projects, and the other one means allowing people who usually do not have access to finance to have it. The challenges that we are experiencing clearly states that ESG issues are here to stay and are becoming increasingly important in our future commitment to the society. So what we can do as part of the banking system is to be part of the solution. We should be aware that there is a need to act now, to act fast, and to be very fact-based in our solutions. So I don't think that there is any more time for pure announcement. This time is over. We need to do and to do fast.
Already in 2007, we issued the first green bond. 2016, we issued the first green Schuldschein. And recently, we helped the German government to issue the first green benchmark bond with more than 6 billion in demand. If you want to reach these goals, then it is also important to have the right strategy and the right means in place. That's why we have a policy in which said that by the end of 2028 we will exit all coal financing.
No other bank and no other country has set a so ambitious date to exit this sector, together with our clients with whom we commit for the same exit date. ESG is part of UniCredit DNA and we are integrating increasingly it in our strategy and in our key activities and processes.
We have already reduced our own carbon footprint by more than 50% since 2008. In the next years, we will reduce our carbon footprint by more than 80%. And by the end of 2023, we will be a complete paperless bank. As a group of 90,000 people, by definition, we have a social responsibility. That's why we have founded the Social Impact Banking. With that, we help social entrepreneurs to make their idea happen.
With social impact banking, we make an active contribution to a fair and inclusive society. We support the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, such as good health and well-being, high-quality education, inclusion, and affordable housing.
JobPlanner is actually helping young people who are long-term unemployed to find their way into the working life. And even in very strong labor markets like Germany, we do have a significant group of young people whose future seemed to come to an end before it even started. So this notion of a lost generation was something we weren't ready to accept. And that's why we, a team of the Boston Consulting Group and BMW Foundation, founded Joblinge. And today we actually have 12,000 young people, including 2,000 refugees. The risk of getting unemployed in Germany after a finished apprenticeship is cut down by 75%. And I think that shows nicely that even if our young people have difficult starting positions, that shouldn't be mixed up with having no potential. When we approached the HypoVereinsbank in 2012, it was quite soon clear that their notion of social impact activities is way beyond donations. And that's how they became our first mentoring partner Germany-wide.
Together with our long-term partners, we make culture and art widely accessible to the population. One example is the UniCredit Festival Night, which we organize each year together with the Bavarian State Opera. More than 15,000 people attended each year and enjoy cultural highlights from the opera, concerts and literature, all free of charge. Another example is our cooperation with the Kunsthalle München, the highly popular exhibition space for old masters and also modern art. Kunsthalle Munich organizes each year 3 exhibitions which are visited by more than 300,000 people from all over the world.
More than 200 billion on an annualized basis need to be invested from private capital. The role of banks is being in the middle of all of that. We are the facilitator and the connector of all these stakeholders.
We commit on a daily basis for our social impact. We do it through different channels. The first one is supporting the SMEs to stay alive. On the other side, we have a very important arm for social impact financing, which is our social impact bank through different products like microcredit and impact financing.
So far, I'm extremely proud of what we have reached. Is that already the end? For sure not. But we are on an extremely good path.